Where's the chill station? Oh, art pebble. Oh, that's right. Okay. Okay, you're just gonna see my arm for a second. I need a better angle for this. Like I got like, oh god, you can see the mess of chords. That's terrible. That's real bad. Okay, close enough. This is what we're getting today. This is my first try with it. I need the cat specifically for like the. Where is my trash can? Over here. I need to make bots specifically for like characters that I'm pretty sure are bots. If this turns out to be a viable thing, I will make a much better setup. It'll give me incentives to clear off my table. But I know how to do this now. Like, I figure, like, you know, if you can hook something up to an HDMI, then I could hook up my camera. I don't know if the music's too loud. It's good if it's just like a background noise music and not like... Oh god, my hand's just cut. I gotta put this in a better spot. Hold on. Still working out the... I don't know where to put you, though. I mean, this would be a great angle up here, but there's also not enough room for it. We'll just have to roll with this. I have messed it up. I have messed it. There we go. There we go. My hands will still block it. Maybe if I do it this way. Maybe I should stream every night, or like on the nights that I'm just doing like crafty things, I'll just stream it. Even if no one watches, I at least have video record of me doing stuff. Oh, Pretzel Rocks is like, oh, there's 4 cats. It's Pretzel Rocks. I'm just only Pretzel Rocks. Oh, someone's here. Gigabyte Dragon. Hello there. You here for me sewing up bodies of these dolls? Let me put one over here as like a representation of what I'm doing. I have just lost the camera. Where is it? This is still very new to me. It's gonna take me like a hot minute to get used to the setup. At least this particular setup. Hello. I figure, like, if I am filmed while I'm doing this, even if there is no one here, but it looks like there's 2 people here, at least. Yeah. The idea is, like, I have these resin bits. I give them cloth bodies. I have a couple more to go. Cloth bodies that turn into this. And then I eventually, like, paint the faces, give them clothes, stuff like that. This would also be good for when I start mass sewing sock rabbits. I don't usually do this, but this will also work very well for Con Crunch. When that eventually happens in, like, June. But, like, the bodies don't have to be perfect, because the bodies are going to be covered by clothes anyway. Just enough to look good, but not enough to be over... It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to work. I don't have the finished ones on hand. I don't want to walk all the way over to where they are stashed and dig them out. But this is also my first try at the, the camera setup, so things are going to be weird this first go around. I just wanted to see if I could do it, and I can. I don't know what else I could do with this set. Maybe I could try the Bob Ross painting thing. That's something I want to try at some point. I'm doing blanket stitch all the way down on the seams, just to be sure that nothing breaks underneath the clothes that they're wearing. And, like, if you look closely, the hands and feet and stuff have little stoppers at the end. So I just, like, cinch up the top bit, just to be sure they stay in there. And, like, obviously you shouldn't be playing with these like real toys, but, like... They're more like art dolls. Oh, Gigabyte Dragon, you got the flower one. I like that. I forgot I put that in there, in all honesty. But it looks good, I like it. My little lad there in the bottom has the ace flag. You know, ace rook. Pinpoint as the arrow flag. Yeah, I only just added the accessories, like, this past Saturday, I think? Yeah. That was a whole stream. But I was also very tired that Saturday. I keep forgetting that Saturdays I'm usually exhausted. Well, particularly if I have a morning shift, but it just always times out wrong. Although that... I'm gonna get a new schedule soon. Maybe not now, but... It's not relevant now. It's not gonna be relevant till, like, the end of the month, but I'm gonna have, like, a stream shift. Like, a schedule shift at some point. Oh, KDM's here. Hello. Okay, legs are good. The legs are good. They get little toe beans. The hands and feet molds are the same as for every one of these lads. It's just the heads that are different. Like, I just got all the dogs now. My dad keeps saying, like, oh, these guys are gonna be a hit at the con. It's like, you said that about a lot of the stuff, and they didn't sell very good. Their debut year was supposed to be 2020, and that didn't work out, but that's okay. More time to make them. I did just sell a bunch through Etsy, like, maybe a couple weeks ago. This is so cool, though. I get to use my video camera as a camera with the HDMI splitter that I use for my Switch, so that's pretty cool. Where's the center of the camera? I'll move you a little bit. You might fall off, though. You're top heavy. These guys may or may not clatter to the floor. That's, like, one drawback. Their heads are very heavy. I'm hunching. I'm hunching. I need to not hunch. Okay. Usually I'm like laying back in my chair, sewing these very close to my chest. Kind of like how I do when I'm knitting sometimes. I was just watching a person doing makers and crafting. I was like, I could do this too. I mean, like, their stuff is pretty neat. I had a nice little chat with them for a minute. They seem pretty neat. I'll probably watch more of their stuff. They were called, like, what was their name? Art Pibble. They got, like, a little beagle dog as their icon. I think I follow them, too. I might just raid them if they're not done by the time we're done with this. The goal for tonight is finishing the other two bodies of the other two dogs, and then I can show off the ones that I have on hand. Then maybe another stream I can do, like, how many times have I gone around? I've gone around twice, okay. Maybe another stream I can do, like, actually turning one of these into a proper lad and not just, like, a base plate. Because I will sell these guys as, like, their base plate forms I'm making here, in case anyone wants to try it themselves, but I also need to make more, like, finished off, dressed up lads. You can't tell by the camera, but this dude's a very bright red. Kind of like Gigabyte Dragon there. I think the next one I'll work on when I get, like, when I get to making them fancy. I know, it's weird. When I get to making the next cat, I think I'm going to start with this lad. Like, this gray one is going to be one that I turn into something. I also have this yellow guy here. And, like, I think out of all... Although the dogs do need more people, so I think I should have at least 2 more dogs. Or a dog. Yeah, I have the red, I have the blue, I have the purple. That are going to be base plates by the time the night's over. So that's... And I have 2 of the dogs left that are pre-mades, or finished off. So that's like... How many? That would be like... Yeah, the lighting's kind of garbage over here too, so that could be part of it. This would be a good chill stream thing, like on nights that I don't feel like properly streaming and I just want to do busy work. Just kind of doing this stuff. Oh, there go all my Streamlabs notifications. I have like 3 of them set up now. I have one that cycles through the Fighting Dreamers comic. What's your time zone? Oh, there's the 3rd one. Yeah, I added like a bunch of Streamlabs notification things. Oh, damn. That's cool. Okay, your thumb is over here. As long as the arms are an approximation of... What time is it for you over there? Because I'm usually an EST, and I really only know of, like, CST. Oh, it's midnight for you, or 12 p.m., like, lunchtime, or... Damn. Usually when I stream it's like 6, so that would probably be like... I can't even tell, like... It's wild. Oh, you get Central Standard. That's cool. it's funny because, like, in two of the chats that I'm in, like, I have the group of friends that's all well, almost all Central Standard Time except for me. And then another chat, they're all EST except for, like, 3 people. Yeah, this one's fun because I can kind of mark off where the arm goes with, like, the shoulder or the neck peg. This is neat music. I'm not sure if this is, like, interesting to anyone, but I know that, like, I like the... I know this is, like, a white noise situation where, like, I personally do better with my stuff when I'm half watching people make their own things. It's like the teacher effect. Or, like... Yeah, it's like the teacher effect, where you're watching someone do a thing as you're also doing your own thing, and you're kind of getting half distracted by it. It's like having to listen to music while you draw or something. Because it's such tedious work, and I can pretty much do this by heart. And I also want to make sure I get all the blank bodies done, because I know for a fact that at some point I'm going to not be into doing this, and then I will forget to make a bunch of the sewing of these lads, so I want to get them done while I'm thinking about it. And I also don't start work until like 3:30 tomorrow, so that's... I can get up at 8. I can stay up till midnight and still get up at like 8 or 9 and be fine. I'm gonna enjoy being able to stay up late on weeknights while I can. And also I do my best work around now anyway. Not best work, best tedious work, I should say. There's gonna be a lot of random noise in the background as I hit things on my desk. Oh no. It's hard to get the star. I really gotta figure out what you guys can do with your points. I think it's just... Because, like, now that I'm affiliate, like, it's like, oh, you can buy this stuff with bits. It's like, that's dumb. I don't want to make you guys spend actual Earth dollars on this needles. Come on, give me the thread. Okay. Yeah. It's weird. Like, I made the avatars hop around and stuff, and I'm still figuring it out. Also, I'm kind of concerned about, like, speaking of affiliate stuff, I just realized that I could just send it to my, like, bank, like, directly deposit the payout to my bank account and, like, make a form for it instead of making it, like, a proper business. I think that's only a thing if you're affiliate, or, like, whoa. I think that's only a thing if you're, like, partner, because I don't expect to be making that much. I don't even think I want to be partner, because that's like full-time streaming. That's scary. But like I said, as my friends so politely put it, we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. I know that's not the term, but like they coined it and I love it. Snarly, no, 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 no. Don't you get all snarly on me in the first loop. No. Better setup for my crafting streams. I have like permanent marker on my fingers from when I drew on the fleece. You can see there's a little bit of teal on there. Because I had like rapidly, because I wanted to use up as much resin as possible, and also it's just in one big bunch. Oh no. And like, so I just quickly as possible just like chucked more resin into the molds, made like 4 things at once while I had the resin out. Now that gallon of resin I have downstairs is probably dead. Which I guess is good for the best because that stuff is obnoxious. I should have stuck with the smaller bottles. Like those 8-ounce slads. That stuff, I think that stuff also burned my arm a little bit. Because, like, I had the proper gloves on, but not ones that covered my sleeves. So, like, no, to you guys, don't ever do resin unless... Like, especially if it's small, and stick to small quantities, and, like, if you are going to mess with the big stuff, for the love of God, wear gloves that get down to, like, your forearms. And proper ventilation outside. I'll stick with small, I think, like, I'll throw out what I have, because I think it's more than made up its money, and then just chuck that, use the small bottles forever. Because, like, it's annoying when I use it all up, but I also use it up in one batch and then I don't touch it for a while. Like, I'd only really need it to make more of these dolls, and I don't know how popular they'll be in person. Because, like, a real test of how popular something's gonna be is how well it sells at cons. Because they're, like, the craft fairs are, like, a middle ground where, like, oh, for, like, the one I've been to since starting to sell things. Like, the one craft fair. Like, the one craft fair was, you know, like, moderate selling. But cons are where it's at. Cons, you, like, nice. Cons are where it's at. That cons are, like, the good shit. Like, you are going to get a lot of earnings at cons. So, like, if these guys sell really well at cons, despite their steep price tag of $30 and $35 respectively, 30 being the, what do you call it, the 30 being the ones that are just blanks, and 35 being the or was it 25 and 30? I think it may have been 25 and 35 respectively. Yeah. 25 for the bases, 35 for the actually finished ones. If those end up selling really good, you know, after I've wiped out of all the rabbits and stuff, then I'll have to consider getting more resin and make more of them. I'm excited to see if they actually sell good. Like everyone keeps saying they will. I should nickname this guy Clifford. It's like an adoption situation where, like, I nickname them something, but someone could change their name entirely. If I give them names and personalities, people will like them more. And also, I like giving them names and personalities. Or at least names. Clifford. Uh-oh. Clifford it is. I think the gray one that I was showing off earlier is going to be Jermaine. To stick with the... Sometimes the names pop out, and other times I stick with, like, their color tone and just roll with that. So, like, the gray lad's going to be, Jermaine, keep it neutral. And then, Yellow lad, maybe like Yancey or something. I think that's an actual name. See marker on my thumb. It looks kind of bad, but it's fine. Okay. Sounds good. Lurking is fine. Totally prohibited. Or... yes, that's the word? It's fine. Lurking's fine. This is a weird stream. Your hands aren't paws out, right? Yeah. Tiny spot. Oh, yeah, that's right, I can make them sleep. I love when you can make them sleep. I should make another emote of that, or like another version of them that just like eats or something. Because I think you could add more sprites to it if you want. But I also don't want to mess with that too much yet. The sleep emote's fine for lurking. Or the sit. Alright, you're done. My good lad. Here he is in all his bright red glory. Yay! Okay, next one. Let's do purple. Where's purple? There's purple. Come here, purple. I put them in bags. Like when they're finished, I put them in bags. So I can separate them. Although now that comes the problem of I have a lot of empty bags. Maybe I should save these. Oh my god. These also aren't, like, cleaned off. I haven't had a chance to, like, properly clean these off yet. I think, like, I made them and then just made them, double checked they were fine, and then chucked them in a bag. So that way I can, like, get to them later. Where's this thing? These things. Get over here. These things that came with my 3D printer are a godsend. I love them. I forget what they're called, but I have them favorited on Amazon if I ever have to get more. Okay, put you to the side. I don't need you right now. You to the side. You feel fine. None of these are sticky, thank God. Okay, put you to the side. You look okay. You look okay. Okay. Just gonna quickly just chuck this off into the trash. Too bad I don't have nail polish on. Although I had like pink nail polish on my nails for like since Easter, and only just now finally started coming off. So maybe it's a good thing I don't have nail polish. Where's my pins? Give me your pins. Got little pins in a bin here. Pins in a bin. Pins in a bin. I'm going to craft the shell once again. I really hope these guys get a good reception. I'm sure I'll actually be able to sell at the con. I'm not sure how the new job will handle me being gone for a weekend. Or at least a Friday. And then, like, I hope there's no overtime. I don't want to have to worry about figuring out overtime. I have a good starting hole, right? Yeah, I do. Okay. Or thread. I'm overthinking it. I'm putting the cart way before the horse, much like before I even started, I was like, oh Christ, am I gonna have to figure out how to do off time? Because I just figured it out for this job. That also means streams are gonna get weird to sell for a hot minute. But that's not until the end of the month. That will be a relevant thing when it happens. Probably have like a notification picture or something. We'll probably go until 11, or until I finish these, depending on how fast I do it. Or like, we'll go to 11, I'll finish the rest off screen, whatever. Going off frame. I need to stop going off frame. Okay. Cinch the head to make sure it stays on there. Okay, I think it's called a running stitch. It's not a running stitch. It's something that tightens things. I go around twice. Like, I know what it is, I just don't know the name of it. You'd think, with my approximate knowledge of like 20 different craft things, I'd at least have that in my head. Hey there, Commander Root. Ow. Poked myself with the needle. You like that I'm doing crafting, Commander Root? I don't even know what you are. Because, like, I'm not sure if you're an actual person that just lurks, or, like... Because you're in, like, even in one of my other friends' streams. Who doesn't stream much. Well, it's nice to see you here anyway. I like how the Etsy thing pops up and it's like, I'm doing one of the things that's on my Etsy as we speak. It's these lads here. I think if I do stream tomorrow, it'll have to be me turning at least one of these guys into something. Your yellow string thread. Yellow thread over here. I have it on a little thing that makes it spin around in a circle. Man, all those bot things are gonna be great for streams where random people are here. It's also a good test run with those. Alright, I also have this rabbit that's half in progress that I haven't done anything with yet. Like, I got halfway finished and I was like, I don't want to work in this anymore. I'll get back to it. I have to finish him. I'll finish that one and then that'll probably be the end of the rabbits. Until I do another con crunch later. Don't you get all snarly in your first go around. There you go. This should sit back and sew well. The camera catches most of it. I want to try and do like a proper Bob Ross tutorial following thing. Now that I know how to use the capture card and camera, I want to actually do a stream of that at some point. I think that would be fun to try. Although I'd have to figure out how to do it with acrylic paints, because I don't know if I trust oil paints. Happy little trees. I guess some time in July that I might be able to do that. I'll figure it out when I get there. Get like a small sampling so I'm not going nuts with it. I do have a bunch of like the big bristle brushes that I got for silicone molding, but I didn't realize, oh, this is like 20 of them in one case. You ever try brush-on molding? It's darn near impossible, and I tried to make like an expanding foam mold, and it didn't work out. I gotta figure out how to make squishies. I'm not sure if that foam stuff is even good now, because I got that last year at the beginning of the year in anticipation for the con to try it, and then the cons died, and suddenly I don't want to do anything. Doing stuff is very hard. I also want to like take a fursuit head and change it, but that's, again, I don't go, like, even before everything drops, I don't go anywhere. I'm like looking into getting like a kimono head, like a kimono style fursuit head base, and then like changing it into this character I got going here, like in my little avatar in the corner. Because the idea of doing my own thing with, like, foam is suddenly very unappealing. I have fake fur. I've had fake fur for, like, a year. Check something real quick. Oh good, you can't see my hand going over everything. Really. What's going on with my friends? That's cool, I like that. Let me just... Someone has like 20 freaking emotes on there. Oh my god. Okay. I think someone threw like a bomb at you or something. I wasn't paying attention. Alright, so which foot is the left? This foot, because it has the toe sticking out. Yeah, I think you had a bomb chucked at you at one point. it makes you feel any better, I was very distracted. But, you know, this is because I'm doing this stuff. Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. Trying to think of, like, what stuff I've been... would get me that distracted. Like, off on a tangent. Cool. Oh, that reminds me of, like, a game that some of my friends play, where, like, we're in a world that had a hard reset on technology. So, like, ancient times are like modern times. Like, this is a society that nearly got to space age, or they were like goddamn close to space age, and then one of the gods was like, no, I don't want this, and then like just kind of made little gods of her own and kept people on Earth, or this version of Earth, and in doing so a lot of catastrophes happened, technology reset. But what I was getting at with that is that some character was, like, making a joke. And, like, one player was making a joke about Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but, like, they don't know what Yu-Gi-Oh cards are, because this is a hard reset of technology. And, like, us, the players, were laughing at it, but the characters were like, oh, that's actually pretty cool. That is the right foot, right? Yes. That game's fun, because, like, our characters are basically cavemen. Outside of two of them. Well, 2.5 if you count Phantom Mylad. Who can mess with technology. Like, he doesn't know what in the heck he's looking at, but he sure can fix it. Like, he'll look at, like, what we know as a video camera and be like, what is this thing? Is this like a telescope? He fixed a spaceship. Oh, I got scared for a second. I thought I twisted it the wrong direction. I mean, I was half right. Sit up. Ah! What did I drag it on? I felt something weird. Oh, it's fine. I'm kind of hunching right now. This music seems a bit stuttery. Haha! I'm sitting in my computer chair at a weird angle because I don't have a proper, like, desk set up. Well, I do have a table, but it's covered in junk. Well, not junk, it's just... I gotta organize it. I gotta keep it organized. I gotta stop stacking stuff on there. Nice. Hydration is good. Also, ice cream is good. I haven't had it, like, proper ice cream in a hot minute. Right, I think this is the last one for this leg. I'll come back to that. This music seems like it's stuttering. I don't know if my internet's gonna start bugging out. Hold on, I'm gonna just... Boop. Some Zen music right now. Something is 1287. I don't know what this is. Get out of here. Hello, my good purple friend. Or violet. No, this is more purple. Violet's like blue. My version of like purple versus violet is like purple is like kind of like what KDM's cat is, or this thing. And then like violet is more on the blue side. Although the line can get very thin at some points. Ow. I really should set up like subscriber goal bars or something, even though I'm not as committed to that. Like $10 a month is fine, I'm good with that. I'm not gonna have enough thread. That is incredibly frustrating. At least not if I want to make it good. Yes. I hate when I don't have enough thread. It's like I want to finish one segment before I finish off the thread, but I don't have enough. Which leads to some shortcuts, or like the needle being way too short compared to the thread. I keep wanting to say yarn. Thread is not yarn. Or really, well, it's sort of string. I don't want to go back to Home Depot at the moment. I mean, like, kind of have to, but this is my 2-week notice weeks. It's like I don't want to do the retail stuff anymore. It was like I gotta at least finish it. Hi, what's up? I'm making little, or I'm sewing the bodies of little resin dolls that I make. Like they start off as like head, hands, and feet, kind of like this. Then I'm sewing the bodies of them, and then turning them into something like this. Get in frame there, Jermaine, and then eventually putting clothes on them, making them look good. Like we have this glow-in-the-dark guy that I'm redoing, so he has a sort of face. Well, she's newish. She's been here before. Like this one, I just took 2/3 of the paint off the face because I didn't like it, but I think they're gonna be a later thing I try. But the idea is to give them clothes. That could be a stream in itself. Like just get just a whole, like one of them, turning one of them into a properly rendered pre-made lad. I had a bunch of them sold on Etsy, so I need at least 2 more, maybe 3 if I count the dogs. I need at least 2 more, finished and pretty clothed ones. Like, not counting, like, counting the resin part, this takes, like, I think the resin takes, like, what, like 10-15 minutes to cure, so you get 10-15 minutes of that, and this part takes, like, maybe 45 minutes to sew up? So, like, the baseline lads take, like, an hour tops, I think, to finish one. 45 if I'm going fast enough. And then, like, the what do you call them, lads? The time's only relevant if you're trying to time yourself and how fast you're doing something, so you could get a effective cost to it. So, like, say if something takes like an hour, you should Like, the idea for cost stuff is, like, you want to get paid more than minimum wage to start with. Like, you want to get paid better than minimum wage. So that's already a factor in there. You time out how long it takes you, and you take the cost of materials. Yeah. Yeah, understandable. Time is fake otherwise. No, it's valid though, because time is kind of fake in some instances. Time is definitely fake. Unless you're like me and are paranoid about being early as heck to everything ever. I'm just gonna reach over and get some stuffing here. I was just looking at the time of something. Yeah. For me, being right on time is terrible. Like, just, like, that means my pattern just did not work that morning. Same. I'd rather be early and like, chill out at the place for 10 minutes than, like, they need just a little bit of punch, they don't need too much. I'd rather be there for 10 minutes, just vibing, and then, like, before I actually start the shift, instead of, like, right at the minute, clock in, go. Where's the camera? I need to, like, mentally prepare myself. That sounds like something I would do. Oh my god, the slot machine's going in time with the music. That's cool. I like it. It's like the points are useless, really. They're just fun to earn. Points go burr. I know the points are good for, like, you can get, like, the bombs or something, like, chuck things at people. Oh yeah, now I get, like, 3, I know I've mentioned it before, but I get 3 Streamlab, like, the bot, get, like, 3 Streamlab notifications. Yeah, it is, it's, like, weirdly cold. It'll heat up eventually, we're all gonna, I'm gonna be, like, in hell. Like, we're gonna get that muggy stuff, and it's gonna be terrible. And, like, we'll wish for them. Yeah. Yeah, I got, like, this really nice soft fleece sweater thing, or... I got it for Christmas, like, 3 years ago. 3 years ago. From a neat little store in, like, Danielson. I think. I still live at home at the moment, but I think, like my apartment currently is, or no, my room is a heatsink. Which is good in the winter, bad in the summer. Oh, my cat character's just all the way to the right, just kind of, like, letting it, oh, no, they're coming back. Okay. I just noticed that. My lad's just my cat character, my little avatar down there is isolating herself. Oh my god, when you get blasted when you sit down, you just kind of go wherever. Oh no. Man, I want an apartment. I'll get there eventually. I mean, I'll enjoy what I have right now, because, like, I don't have to pay for anything, really. I mean, like, I do, but I don't have to pay for much. I'm lucky that my parents are chill about it. But I would like to move out. I want to have my own space, you know what I mean? Like, you just want to just have control. Oh, cool. That works too. Oh, you got sticky resin bits. Luckily, most of those bits are on the side that's going to be covered, but I reached this point really fast. Luckily, this part's going to be covered by fleece. One of the design ideas I have in mind is like this cotton fabric that I have that I can put as like the open sweater type look. Like put that as the bottom part of the inside of the sweater, and then the outside of the sweater is some sort of fleece. I'm not sure which one though. I'll have to look through my scraps, see what I got for fleece scraps. No! There he goes. I knew that would happen at least once. Good, come here. Yeah, that's the one bad thing about these guys. They are very floppy and the heads are very heavy, especially the dogs. So, I know I've mentioned it multiple times before. Do I not like being on camera? It's kind of a mixed bag. I'm not really much for showing off my face, even if I've done it like maybe 5 times on streams before. But I like the allure of like having like an avatar rather than myself. I mean, I'm sure if I do eventually do like a Bob Ross tutorial following stream, I will have to show my face, which isn't too bad. I probably look way different than I used to. I'm like 90% sure. Like, the glasses shifted, the hair shifted. Oh yeah, right, you've seen me on Facebook. But like, if I were to meet like, yeah. But like, if I were to meet with people in high school who don't know me through Facebook, and like, because I've changed significantly since high school. So they'd probably see me and kind of double take a second, like, wait a minute. I know I certainly do that to my classmate, to some of our classmates. I'll like look at them, it's like someone's like, oh yeah, this person's from this job. They, like the place I applied to recently. Yeah, kinda. Oh, same, yeah. My hair went from like really long ponytail to like undercut. Oh my god. Yeah, I think my hair used to be super long for a while, and then it just gradually got shorter, and then I went to a bob, and then I went to a pixie cut, and now my hair's getting fluffy. Like, the short bit of my hair is fluffy, and I need to shave it down again. It's bugging me so much. I've also started dyeing my hair, so I went from, like, natural long hair to like a bob to sort of highlighting. Oh yeah, it's a good texture. And then I went to shorter pixie cut and starting to dye my hair properly. With like this red stuff. And now here I am lightening my hair. Not properly bleaching because I don't really need to do that because of my hair color. I think I have more wrinkles on my eyes. Like, I'm noticing that. I think I do genuinely have some wrinkles in my eyes and mouth. Nice. You have gray hairs? I probably have gray hairs that I'm not aware of. Because I keep dyeing my hair. Although, in all honesty, I would be down for gray hair. If only for the fact that people would stop thinking I'm like 18. Although they would probably Although they would probably think like, oh, you got that cool like silver hair thing going on with like the hair dye. With the amount of stress I had, I'm surprised I don't have gray hairs. Or not stress as much as like self-induced stress because my anxiety is dumb. Yeah. One of my aunts got gray hair when she was like in her 20s. Did my camera just start shaking? Did I accidentally tug a string or something? Come on. Getting the eye, this thread through the eye of the needle is a pain. Come on. Yeah, that tracks. I think the only signs that I'm actually 30 is that I do have, like, more face wrinkles, I think, but just ever so slightly. Half of them are covered by the mask anyway, so it's not like they exist. Just like with the loophole of dyed hair, but you can't have dyed hair, but your normal work attire has a hat. So that was part of the appeal of having, like, the natural hair with, like, the tuft of crazy on top. Where, like, technically you're not supposed to have dyed hair, but if you put a hat on and shove that bit in there, you just have natural hair. It doesn't exist. Same appeal with, like, the aprons that we have at Home Depot, and, like... Yes, exactly. It's like the same appeal with the aprons at Home Depot where you can, like... Technically, you're not supposed to have logos on your shirt, but if the apron covers it, it doesn't exist. I think I'm talking a bit loud for it being 10. Yeah. I think I'm down for one more guy after this, because I can kind of just ramble incessantly as I'm doing these. It's funny, because I just sold the blue dog, and I was like, oh no. I only just realized I had doubles. I'm not in frame. I only just realized I had doubles. And then, like, it worked itself out, because then that blue dog that I had at one point got sold, so I was like, okay. Alright, come here, purple friend. This has become such an automated process that I can just do this with my eyes closed. Well, you know what I mean, like, it's not actually with my eyes closed. And this is why I'd be good at manufacturing, because I can do, like, the same repeated process over and over again. I can do small-scale manufacturing, that's about it. So I figured that would translate nicely into... Oh, you got, like, a black mark on your neck. I just noticed that. He's... Like, you guys can't see it. But, like, they got, like, darker color around their neck. You can just barely see it right there. I think because, like, some of the older resin was stuck in there, like, it congealed in a weird way. I don't know. I gotta get more resin at some point. Maybe when I feel like I'm ready to do it again. Like, toss out the big old obnoxious box that I have. And just use the tiny lads again. Like the 8-ounce. Oh, this also, like, thinking about it, hooking up my camera like this to the computer would be good for making stop motion. If I ever dive down that rabbit hole again, because that was one of the first things I did on YouTube. But it was, like, amateur, like, genuinely hitting a frame on, like, the camera, like, recording and not recording as fast as physically possible. Ah, neck tweak. Ow, 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 that hurt. I just felt like a muscle in my neck just go... That wasn't fun. That hurt a little bit. It's good now. Nice. Yeah, I think I will stop the stream after this one. I just wanted to test if I could do this. That would be a fun stream, though, like, when I get to doing, like, the when I get to doing resin casting again, to spend the whole stream resin casting. I think it would look neat. I have a teal rabbit that is off screen from, like, the same group of them that I did all at once, and, like, the rabbit has some sticky resin bits on them, and I don't know how to fix that. Like, this is, like, I'm talking uncured resin. I debated tossing them, but it's like, I want to try and salvage it. I'm not sure how to salvage it, though. Like, I can't sand it off. Here, I can even show it. Where are you? Come here. Oh my god, there's so much stuff over here. Hold on. Like, this slide here. You can just barely see it, but the shiny stuff on them, like, where is it? Like, on their muzzle, that's uncured a little bit. It's like, it looks cool. I like the color, but it's still sticky. And I don't know how to fix that. Ow. Like, outside of maybe putting it in the microwave for 5 seconds. Yeah, and, like, when it's uncured like that, it's not good, because that stickiness from that resin never goes away. Unless I, like, cover it in, like, baby powder or something? I don't know. Like, I kind of want to do it, because I don't want to waste it. Like, it's okay to have failures of stuff, but also, like, this resin was expensive, man. I want to, like, make sure I can salvage. I can keep them as a blank, and then if so, like, maybe discount them a little bit. Or just make them a pre-made. It's like, careful, this one has sticky resin. If you could fix that. But I think, like, if I just put it in the microwave... Although I kind of don't want to do that, because then that would get the fumes of it in there, even if it does only last for, like, 5 seconds in there. Because, like, near the end of it, I was rushing to get colors in places. Where'd your little hand bean go? Oh, there it is. Okay, I thought your hand bean kind of vanished there. At least if these guys, like, made into bases, I'll be more inclined to make them have better outfits and stuff. And as almost fruitless as the doll customizing tangent was, now I know how to make better clothes. Sort of. I'm probably still gonna shortcut. I wanted to make, like, dragon, possum, and something else with, like, claw hands. Like, that was, like, the second set of them, but that never ended up working out. I still have the pieces of it behind my monitor. And I did have a possum head and claw hands, but I think I tossed those molds. Because I just wasn't vibing with it. I'll have to try it again at a later date. Because I do like these little dolls. And if they do end up going good during the con, I can easily justify making Generation 2, which would be like lizards and possums. and make the ears a little less obnoxious. Because I think possums have like the pinback ears or something. And then like it would be possum, maybe a lizard, like a vaguely dragon looking thing. Perhaps it's a straight up lizard. Something else I've always wanted to do is make like those toys that you throw against the wall and they just turn into a pancake. Which I've mentioned multiple times before. But that would be fun. That's a thing to try with silicone, I think. Because you can mold silicone with silicone. And turn it into like a squishy toy. But you just gotta put a ton of mold release every single time you do it, or else the silicone will stick to itself and become a solid brick. The first thing I would make with that would be stop trying to fall off. The first thing I would make with that would be Ghost. Like, mascot version Ghost, 100%. It's also like jelly resin. I do have Sculpey over here. That could be a crafting stream too. Well, just as soon as I figure out how to actually do that, I'm gonna put them on Etsy. I'll make one for myself, I'll have fun with it, and then I'll figure out how to do it for everyone else. How to produce it. Because this color here is Ghost's color, and I completely forgot how I did it. I want to say it's like... mostly... it's like the purple that's included in this kit that I have, and then like a little bit of... just a hair of red. To kind of tilt it more in the... or less in the violet category. I think I can get an approximation of the color. It's not going to be the same each time I do it. There's also jelly resin, but that's like a UV resin. Someone made tiny little dittos with it. There's always like a limitation that I'm aware of, that if I could just figure out once the last puzzle piece slides into place, I will be like, oh, I know how to do it now, I can do this, yeah. And like just get hyper obsessed with it for a month. Okay. I'm actually gonna change thread here. As much as I would like to end off the thing, but I don't wanna, 'cause that will not survive the whole thing. What is that on the floor? Oh, that's the towel. That's like a towel that I was going to cut up for other stuff. I'm like looking at half the stuff I have on the floor. It's like, what is that? Why do I have that? Why is my area a mess? I could just get a mold made or something and then get a manufacturer to do it. That would be fun too, but then I'd be afraid of like them stealing my stuff. Where's your thumb? Your thumb is this way. You know what's cool about these lads? They have like... oh, I thought his hand was backward for a second. I was about to be really scared. They have like distinct, like even though I tried to copy the hand and feet, they have distinct hands and feet. Like, one hand doesn't match the other hand quite as well. Like, the only difference is, like, the thumb direction. Oh yeah, I'm absolutely ending this room after I finish this guy. Oh my god! Ow! Oh, that's really in there. Ooh. Poke myself with the needle. In my palm. I need to stop doing that. It's like, I'm so used... Like, my fingertips are more or less calloused up, or I'm so used to it that I don't even flinch now. Like, I've had worse pain. I've had migraines that I've had to nerf before ibuprofen before they even started. Because I knew they were going to hurt me. And then, like, periods that threatened to fold me in half for the first day. I don't have those as bad now. So it's like the only 2 instances I would take, like, a ton of stuff for it. And then I'd avoid ibuprofen otherwise. So, like, anything below that threshold is not as bad as it could be. I'll talk about it. I'll complain about it. But I'm not going to... It's, like, just a... More of like a, well, that's happening. And then that, to acknowledge that's happening. It hurts. It's annoying. But that's about it. God, stop snagging onto the corner of the cardboard, please. I can see that looks a little loose over there. I don't like that. I just pulled one end of the thread and not the part that I wanted. Your stupid big ears. I'm on frame, right? I'm on frame. Okay. I have to keep... Next time I set this up, I should have, like, a little box, like... Preferably, this thing would be stationary. And then I just have a little box to remind myself where I am. Okay. This slide is ready for clothes. Okay, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. This was like this was a good little test run to see if I can actually do this. Where, like, I can just plug the camera in and it'll continuously not record, but just have stuff just be on. And I can just do this, which is cool. So that opens a lot of doors for future streams. Okay. Yeah, I got work tomorrow anyway, but still. Oh, how do I make you wave? Face the camera. Okay. Have a good night. I'll see you guys later. I'll work on one more off screen. See you guys in a later stream. Thank you for dropping by with this experiment. Out of here, Commander Root. Hey, goodbye. I'm glad you were able to visit. Yeah. Okay. Good night.